Okay, what's up guys? We're back with some more Phantasy Star 2. We're gonna get in pretty much where we left off after the little grind bump, of course. I showed it off, I think I showed it off at the end. Oh, I might not have, but pretty much everybody is pretty capped out. Fiber coats, fiber gears, ceramic knives on Nas. Nay has ceramic bars, fiber vest, silver ribbon. Rudo is he doesn't have the fiber gear. He's a headgear, fiber coat, 2 ceramic knives, and Amy has fiber cape, fiber gear, 2 scalpels. So this is pretty much the best equipment, damage-wise and defense-wise right now. So that's what we're gonna run with. We're gonna make our way down to, I should make sure that we're actually gonna go to the hospital first. And then we're going to make our way down to the biosystems lab. So I definitely have quite a bit of game left. I was thinking about this earlier, but I haven't fought a single boss, which is kind of concerning for me. Because it's just like, I feel like I'm kind of far to have not fought any bosses. Even the first game had you fight a boss by now. You just didn't know it, because there was no climax or importance to them. So, I'm actually going to be showcasing the fact that I'm using an emulator a lot right now. So a lot of these encounters are going to be pretty easy. We're just going to fast forward through them. The Fusion emulator has a really interesting fast forward feature because it's super, super fast. Like, I've used emulators with fast forward before, but it's never like this fast. This is crazy. So, and you can tell on like tougher enemies that it's actually like playing things out. So it's pretty fucking crazy. It's like times 64 or something. Oh my god. So I'm not even gonna bother editing out these encounters because they're just over. Once we get into the lab, I will. The reason for that is because I might need to use like spells and abilities. On the occasion, for general like trash though, we're not gonna bother. The only downside is I can't keep track of how much damage I'm taking. So we're in. This is another dynamite door. This is our last piece of dynamite too. So I guess I don't think we're doing this again, but on the map I do see another door that was blown open. So maybe we are. We'll find out. And this is pretty much, I don't know, this is, up to this point, this is the main goal of the game, is to come into this biosystems lab where they're supposedly breeding monsters and then find out why, or find out what the issue is. But obviously, there's a lot left. So, I'm using a map. I'm definitely using a map. This dungeon's pretty straightforward, but from the perspective of the map, it gets a little weird. Because there's like one area, we'll see it in a little bit. It just isn't very clear. So we're going up, scrolling down. And this floor has a lot of treasure, and it also has a lot of pitfalls, so we're going to be careful, but we are going to pretty much get all of the treasure on this floor. And so that teleporter is just going to take you down, and there's nothing there. This one does have a lot of like dead ends. Damn, and here I said I wasn't gonna do that. It's fine. As long as we stay like healthy, we're okay. So there's a treasure down here that we're gonna grab, and that one takes you nowhere. So we got the star mist, which was something that somebody mentioned as being like a good item. But we're not really worried about it. Oops. I'm gonna edit out that last encounter just because I did it at normal speed to kind of see like how my numbers look. I do a lot of damage. Like, we hit shit hard. So then we go down this way. I even like took the time to use a spell in the last encounter, and like it doesn't even matter because I kill everything in one shot anyways. Physical attacks. I feel like I end the spell missed, but I think I would have just done more damage with regular attacks. That's pretty crazy. It's crazy to be at a point where like the strategy of the game has been kind of removed. I feel like that's how the first game was too, because using regular attacks was just so much better. You got a gun on Odin and he couldn't use spells anyways, but then like resources were so limited, there was no reason to not use or there's really no reason to use magic. Yeah, while I was grinding, Amy learned a better healing spell. She just heals for more than 20. I definitely just wasted that one. I do think that resources are still pretty limited though. Like, overall mana is not high, or technique points I should say, is not high. And there's no way to restore it as far as I can tell. There's a treasure chest here. Got another scalpel, because you know, that's what I need in my life, is more scalpels. Really, the scalpels are just there to sell. Yep. Yeah, I can do this and not even have to edit out encounters, which would save me a lot of time, because I was having trouble with my editing software. So this takes us down. We're back on the first floor. And we're going around. This is gonna be one of those where we go down so we can go up, and then we go up so we can go down, kind of thing. And that is the main gimmick of this dungeon. I'm gonna say gimmick in like big air quotes, because it's not really like a challenge. It's just a lot of doorways that don't go anywhere, or a lot of lifts that don't go anywhere. And so you just kind of like wander around until you find all of them, and you can tell what is and isn't like a hole in the floor. Oops. Then we go up. Huh? Oh, did I already go up? I did. Not bad. So there's nothing in this area. It's just a little like cornered off area. Near that treasure chest we got earlier. So we go up. Now we make it to the third floor. The third floor. Big yawn, big yawn. Third floor is pretty straightforward. You go, but you do have to go 2 different ways. And I can see on the map that there's an item over here that I want, because it's dynamite. Which means we're blowing up another fucking door. I could probably just do the whole game like this. I'll use more strategy for bosses and as I get more party members. But I definitely think that I hit things so hard right now, it's kind of like this point. I hope 3 and 4 aren't like this. What? I feel like they probably might be. Because one thing I've noticed from the first 2 games is there's just a ton of grinding. Actually gonna go ahead and have Nay heal. She doesn't know it. She only knows res and anti, and I'm not too concerned about poison damage. So we'll just do it like this instead, and I can save Amy's techniques for like bigger heals in a pinch. Okay, you can see fast forward on and off too in the corner, so it's not a secret at all. And so now you go all the way back to the lift pretty much so that you can go around. We're going to go all the way around this floor. This is going to be a bit of a walk. I've noticed the encounter rate in this dungeon so far has been a bit lower, and as I say that, I'm getting like more encounters. But it's not that bad. You can also hear my backspace key. My keyboard's kind of loud. That's fine. I'm not too like, I think in my the earlier games I did, like Persona 1, I was trying to like be low key about using an emulator, not like use save states and stuff, but now I don't really care. Maybe one day I'll buy these games on principle. If I ever come across like a retro game shop. I know there's some in San Diego and Los Angeles, but I don't want to drive all the way over there just to see if these stores are open. Oh yeah, now we're getting more encounters. Kind of. It's still not bad. Nay heal herself. She's the only one taking damage. I think I'm just gonna have her heal one time. I do think that this game is still a bit of a guide game. The maps are pretty big. But that's kind of a sign of the times, like maps were made big, certain things were made ambiguous and confusing to kind of force you to like play the game a lot, so you'd have to run around and explore. It's immersive, I'm just not a fan, because I'm used to newer games. Alright, and then this is going to be a dynamite door, I can tell just by looking at it. Use our dynamite. And then this is pretty neat. I can see this because I've looked at the map quite a bit. You just fall. Because you need to get to the sub-level. You need to get to basement floor 1 pretty much. And so logically, if there's no like elevator or stairs that take you there, you go down. You fall down a hole. And now this floor has quite a bit of goods. There's actually 3 optional treasure chests, and then there's 1 that's mandatory. Or it's not really a treasure chest, it's the target location. But I'm just gonna go for one of them, because the other 2 is an antidote and a trimate. So if you're like starving for healing items, then you can go for those. But otherwise I'm not too worried about it. So these are, but this other one is gonna be a weapon that I'm probably not gonna use, but I mean I can get it. So these reddish tiles on the floor, these are damage tiles. Oh fuck. Okay, well, I didn't see that coming, for sure. So what we're gonna do We're just gonna grab the... Fuck. I'm gonna grab the poison shot. And, but... I think I'll just finish the dungeon. I'll carry on without her, because there's not a lot left. 3... 2, 3... You can get through a lot of these just taking 3 instances of damage. Deals 1 damage per turn. You know, I think I didn't take into consideration the fact that, like, there's fucking enemies running around. Like, I fast forward through the enemies and I kill them super fast, so they also do some damage. And then we're going up. Oh, you know what? We can get the Trimate too that's on this floor, because it's going to be on the path. Did I go the right way? Yeah, you go up. So that's where you fall. And then go up this way. Oh fuck. Try not to take tons of extra damage. I think these blasters are threatening because these are the ones that hit everything. And Nay's healing spell is just a tier 1 healing spell. Naz can help out a little bit. He needs to keep, what is it, like 13 technique points? He needs to keep 13 technique points so that he can teleport out of the dungeon and return to town. Okay. Take advantage of a Dimate that I have on hand. Just keep on trucking. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Alright, so this is a Trimate in this treasure chest. Oh my god. If I paid more attention, this would be not as bad. But I'm like misjudging which tiles I need to be on to not get hit. Look how this one is just there's just one in the middle of the floor. And then we go down this way. There's gonna be a lot of damage on this one because there's just a bunch of like damage tiles in the middle of everything. I think if you get an encounter on them though, you don't take the damage. Probably because you got an encounter, so it's like, oh, you don't need to take damage here. Because here's a fight. I can use the Dimate. Yeah, that's fine. Shit's kind of annoying. I think it's more annoying because I just didn't realize that Amy was gonna die. And I'm gonna blame that on the fact that there's like nothing on the HUD to indicate that your health, but that's also an old JRPG thing, and that was also the case in Final Fantasy 2, and I didn't have any issues in that. But either way, we got the Biolab recorder. We're getting the fuck out of here. We're gonna use Ryuka, which will take us back to Apoda. We're going to the clone lab. And we have a lot of money. And then we're going to the hospital. And then we're going to what's the town called? Paseo. We're going back to Paseo. Come on now. So we're gonna make a quick save state before we go into the central tower. This is gonna be a little bit of story progression. Let's go ahead and make that. So let's pay attention here. Alright, so it looks like a creature was made at the Biosystems lab kind of on accident, and because of that, a lot of like bad shit is happening with the climate. And so we need to go to climate control and see what's going on. But first we're gonna go home because we're gonna get a new party member. This is Hugh Thompson. He uses certain monster abilities. So I'm not going to add him yet. Eventually, I'll grab hold of him and add him to the party, but not yet. And because also when we do, we're gonna need to buy equipment and grind up some levels for him. So I'm not too worried about that yet. So you know what? We need to go back to the Biosystems lab now. Right. Bust out my handy dandy map. Yeah. So we're going back to the Biosystems lab because there is a bridge just south of it, and that's going to take us to climate control. It's pretty straightforward if you look on the map too, which is nice because some things are not super straightforward. So we go back to Opuda. And we're going to the lab. You could also fast forward through this, but I feel like I'd get caught on a lot of corners, like just trying to run through. So we'll just fast forward through encounters. I don't have to cut them out that way. It's just trash. Like look at how fast it was. This is so crazy. This fast forward feature is just something special, really. Okay. So here's the Biosystems lab, and there's the bridge. Before we left I think it was the library, it was supposed to be the library, the implied library. They gave us a key, which will get us through this bridge, because apparently, yes. Key tube? Oh, cool. There you go. Key tube opens the door. See, things like that, though, I think could be a little bit more obvious, because otherwise you just walk up to that door and you're like, oh, how do I open this? So we're going over here. I'm going to assume since this is Paseo, the, like, red in between the tunnels and in between, like, the plots of land is the desert, because Paseo was the desert planet. If I remember right, or Motavia was the desert planet. But here's climate control. We're gonna go ahead and make our save state real quick. Oops. Is this climate control? Oh, this is a town. Oh, fuck. What town is this? This is... Oh, God. This is Zima. Town of Zima. Oh, fuck. I didn't see this coming. I thought we were just going straight into climate control. Okay. That's crazy. So... what we can do here is we can actually buy a bunch of shit. I'm definitely not trying to grind money again. But per the guide that I'm using, there is some changes to equipment that we can be making here. Yeah, ugh. Like how much do these these laser knives are 4,400 each. Sweet mother. Okay, hold on. Let's do some quick math here. All we're changing to is titanium helmet, titanium gear, and 4 laser knives. 4 laser knives. That's 18,400 macetas. Do we grind for it on fast forward? Let's fucking go. Turning the mic off. Okay, that wasn't as bad. That wasn't as bad as the first grinding session that I did, that I cut out. But we did die a lot. Like, there was a lot of character deaths. So, now we have our money. We're gonna go buy 4 laser knives. I'm not even gonna buy the armor because I want to get a move on. So we're just gonna come over here to the weapon shop. Buy 4 of these. Two for Nas and 2 for Rudo. That's all my fucking money. Go ahead and equip them real quick. Fuck. And then we will go to the regular item shop so I can sell all the garbage that I don't need. Like these 2 ceramic knives that I worked so hard to get. This scalpel that I don't really need. Oops. And Rudo's 2 ceramic knives and this dagger. I worked so hard for all this stuff. But I get a good chunk of change back, I guess. It's not worth it, but I got it. And then, oh fuck. Why is that set up like that? That's so annoying. Okay. And now we're gonna warp back to Paseo. The reason we're gonna warp back to Paseo will become very apparent in just a moment. As we walk from the teleporting place all the way across town back to our lovely home, where there will be a knock on the door. And this is Anna. So pretty much what she's saying is she's a hunter and she chases down bad guys, whereas as an agent, our protagonist Nas is generally responsible for dealing with monster issues. She's responsible for dealing with people issues. She doesn't use guns though. She can give her knives and she's gold. She'll probably become a party member later. I think I'm not going to use her yet. Just mostly, again, because I want to get a move on. And I don't want to... I don't want to have to stop to do stuff. Fuck. Oh, okay. There's a lot going on right now. I'm over here looking at this shit like, what the hell is going on? Okay, I understand. We're going back to Zima. I need to look at the map. the planet map. So we're at Zima. Okay. From Zima, we're going down like a fucking Fallout Boy song. We're going all the way down. We're going to the southeast corner of the planet. See what goods they have for us there. This is gonna be a long walk. Hopefully I don't get too many random encounters, but we're definitely about to fast forward through all of them, so it doesn't even matter. Oh, except for this one apparently. There we go. So this actually isn't that bad of a walk. It's just kind of like if you weren't looking at a map like I am, then it's probably a little bit more annoying because you are gonna run into a lot of trees and mountains and shit. Excuse me. These mountain ranges, I imagine getting around this shit without a map would get you very lost. Damn, that was a ton of money. 974 macetas for that shit that I just fast forwarded through. That's crazy. Alright, so this thing is roaring. Okay, I understand. So the reason we're here is to get an item. There's gonna be a bunch of treasure chests, or a bunch of chests in this dungeon that are just garbage. That's pretty much what we're doing. So I need to figure out this map. Usually I take some time to look at the map a little bit before I just get started so that I can figure out like where I am and stuff. But I'm not too worried about it right now. There's only one item in here that's worth anything aside from like the actual goal item. Damn, we kill everything so fast. Besides the actual like item that we're here to get, and that's the cannons. But all these treasure chests that I'm walking past are just gonna be garbage, and garbage is not worth anything. While I fast forward through this encounter, I'm gonna take another quick look at the map and see where the fuck we're going. Oh, okay. I understand. All we're pretty much doing in here is running around until we can leave. So, where am I? Oh, okay, I see it. I might get lost. So let's try this one. This is gonna drop us. Oh, I think I know that this item is a ceramic bar. If I know where I'm at, yeah. Nothing there. Yes, this is a ceramic bar. It's not useful because Nay already has 2 ceramic bars. Man, look at me not having to skip encounters because these fights are so easy. It's crazy. So there'll be another thing here, yeah. And now, where am I? Now we're over here. Okay, I understand. So these Motavians, these native Motavians, I think, they're kind of like Jawas. If you're a Star Wars fan. And they're just here to, they're just like little scrappers and collectors. That's why they inhabit the garbage heap. Or garbage dump. Yeah, and they love collecting garbage, man. These guys are something. At least you don't fight them in this game. You had to fight them in Phantasy Star 1 a lot. I mean, you could talk to them and not fight them, but like... where am I? You could talk to them and not fight them. And the advantage of that was not super apparent, I think. Where am I? Oh, okay. So it's garbage. There's no lift here. Unless you like... I don't understand. So that treasure chest is garbage. Sure. Fuck. Okay. Well, don't take the cake. That's the lesson we learned today. It just hurts everybody. At this point, from all my grinding, Amy has learned SAR, which is a heal all spell, which is something that I greatly appreciate. I don't know what's going on this floor. So we're gonna go back down to this floor. Did I miss something here? Hold on. Okay, amigos. We're definitely lost. Very lost. So just give me a quick moment here to figure out how to unlose myself. I'm not seeing it. Oh boy. This could spell trouble. I might have to cut the video here so I can figure out the way to go. And then just pick up in the next video knowing where to go. So I'm not really trying to get lost in here. Now I was asleep. Amy's dead. Oh my goodness. I don't understand at all. Yeah, I totally don't understand. So we're just gonna cut the video right here. We're gonna make a quick save state. And we'll see you guys next time.